tall buildings of downtown Boston lighting up the nighttime sky. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday night basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Well, the Celtics have their two J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Their names are similar, and sometimes people get confused. Brown said, Coach Brad Stevens does it a lot. He draws up the play and says Jaylen, but puts JT on the clipboard. We look at each other like, all right, bro, one of us is going to get the bucket. It doesn't even matter. Kevin, back to you.
Both capable, DA. Thank you. So the next starting five. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Tristan Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Lobs it up for Jordan.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Pass to Brown. And Thompson slams it home.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Here's KD, and KD throws it down.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally, this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Here is Harden. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And no one gets a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop. And that thing is a deadly shot.
Now, here's Walker. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Jordan finds Harden. Nets with a new shot clock. Here's Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Boy, Joe Harris refusing to give an inch, and he is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Nicely done.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you can be a second-round selection and still make it in the NBA. Joe Harris, because of his commitment to work, has carved out a nice career for himself. This guy is a lights-out three-point shooter.
He's off on the second.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And then Durant with the dunk.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And there's the pass to Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Outside Jordan, on the wing, Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Durant just inside the line. That one, no good. Walker against Irving. Here's Thompson, and Jordan sends it back.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Nets leading by 3. Basket good. Walker with it. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Yeah, I thought that had to do with getting the starters in foul trouble and then taking advantage of the substitutes, and that led to a huge disparity on the scoreboard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Thompson. Williams comes in for Daniel Tice. Shemi Ojeleye is checked in for Tatum. And it's Teague in for Kemba Walker. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
A moment now to check out some numbers for James Harden.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Keeps it alive, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now here's Teague. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. The shot by Ojeleye, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brown the pass to Jordan. Timeout called, the Nets. And a new group in for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. James Harden, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Bruce Brown. Brown feeling it out a bit. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7", with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Williams, that's good.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
From 13, no good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Brown with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Brown, good.
Well, don't you love the way Jaylen Brown is squaring up in the mid-range? This guy's getting his feet under him, his pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Harden, no good.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Teague can't hit. Brooklyn trailing, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden dishes to Jordan. Outside for KD. Jordan trying to free himself up. Rebound by Williams. Teague deciding where to go with it. And the layup's good off the glass.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Celtics out in front. They're up by 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where
And great, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. That's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys,
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Timeout called, the Nets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Thompson, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Shemi Ojeleye. And Walker subbed in for Jeff Teague. But they recover it. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Well, that's a prime example of why Tristan Thompson is considered one of the best offensive rebounders in the game right now.
Took him no time at all on that one. KD's got 10.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Count that one. Brown's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
Well, Jaylen Brown has quality handles now, relentless on the attack when he's got the rock in his hands.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Durant for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Well, we've known for a long time, Kemba Walker is gifted on the offensive end, and it's not just about his scoring. Look at that on the assist.
Irving finds Durant. Durant with another miss. Celtics leading by 8.
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Irving.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And it's Walker penetrating, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Kicks it out to Harden. Over Thompson, and Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Teague is checked in for Brown. Let's now go to the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. See the league's top assist man. James Harden, number 1.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Harden.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Celtics making a switch here. Ojale is checked in. Tice passes to Thompson. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Teague. Softly drops in the floater. Teague's got his second basket.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. Teague, the pass to... Wow, that was strong dunk.
That is nice.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard. Jeff Teague unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Thompson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Tristan is starting to develop a sense for how to find contact and working his way to the line.
That free throw good from Thompson. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for Durant. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Bruce Brown. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 14 points for James Harden.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Teague. Shooting foul. Blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And don't be deceived by the small frame of Jeff Teague. This guy is fearless attacking the defense inside and drawing contact.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Williams, he's checked in for Thompson. And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
Well, there's so much value in how Jeff Teague runs an offense. He's got great speed. He plays hard on both ends of the floor. I think any organization would be lucky to have this guy.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
That's good from Kemba Walker.
It seems to me Kemba Walker has always been a natural-born leader, and there's something about his personality that allows him to fit in seamlessly wherever he goes, whatever circumstance he finds himself in.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
And so it's Boston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jeff Teague. Jeff, they grabbed the lead on you guys. How were you able to grab it back?
Came back in and just started playing harder. We know these are some crucial games for us right now at home, and we just got to go out there and try to get wins.
Well, we'll see who grabs it last. Jeff, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as big as it got. It was easy to see they were the superior team in the second quarter. And now it's just a matter of protecting that 9-point lead after the half. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Celtics.
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew that bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Walker in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Fires the 3. Walker with the rebound. Boston leading by 9. And he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got 5 now.
Boy, few do it better than Kemba Walker. On the dribble drive, power, strength, finishing ability, so pretty.
Harden, that's good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Walker against Harden. Lock at 6. And Durant sends it back.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well, and how about the timing to send that rejection back?
And it's blocked by Brown. And it's It's good. 2 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
Hopefully this won't win on the stars.
Walker goes in. Thompson dishes to Walker. Inside, here's Tice. The layup missed. Nets trail by 9. Lobbed up there for KD.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why that he creates so many opportunities for others.
Harden against Walker. Takes a 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Brooklyn making some changes. Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Celtics leading by 5. Brown the pass to Thompson. Back to Brown. Outside Tatum. The 15-footer. Here's Tice. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Tice has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And Katie, here we go. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Williams, he's checked in for Thompson. Jimmy Ojale comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Teague in for Kemba Walker. And a change for the Nets. Brown is checked in for Landry Shamet. Here's Ojale, and Durant sends it back. Just 4 to shoot. Teague kicks to Brown. They get it back. Williams. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Nets trail by 5. KD drives in, and then Durant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Hope they get it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Here's KD, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Here's Williams. Green with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You have to respect Kevin Durant's ability to pick up fouls, and I love seeing him drive with authority.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. And James Harden is subbed in for Brown. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Here's Teague. The shot from the low post is good. Teague's got 10 points.
Oh, don't you love how Teague is able to maintain control? He absorbs the hit, finishes through the contact. I tell you, this guy is not shy.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And Irving gets it to go on the assist from KD. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Ojale kicks to Brown. And that one is good.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pops it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Left side, Brown. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Boy, there is an ease with which Kevin Durant plays the game. This guy knows I can score from anywhere right now.
There's Brown with the 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And we'll be right back. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
But we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden. Luwawu is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Brown against Harden. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to a single point after the basket from Brown.
But this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Walker the pass to Tice. Back to Walker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Harden gets the bucket.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Harden against Brown. Ojale kicks to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Brown wide open, he fired. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Kevin Durant's checked in for Brooklyn.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Celtics trail by 5. Here's Walker. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, the knack for scoring inside, one of Kemba Walker's most special skills. Wow.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Celtics have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Here's Brown.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking
taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Irving passes to Harris. Durant drawing the double team. Kicks it out to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Well, that pass is a product of Kyrie Irving's great instincts. He's got a terrific mind for the game.
The Celtics have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Here's Walker. Good work there as it goes.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees